All right. I just completed putting the intake manifold on this car, and I had an oil leak on the cam phaser actuator, variable timing. No. Now we've always had this code. See if it's getting it. The wind's blowing. Okay. Might be getting a storm here. But the main thing is the fuel trims. Let's check the fuel trims. Okay. See if it's getting that. Okay. There we go. So the fuel trims came down after I changed the intake manifold. Now I do have a little problem when the car is running for a while. The fuel trims will go up. So I'm still trying to figure that. So it might be a part 4. Okay, there you go. Okay, put that right here. And we'll come over here. There. See, this intake manifold is good, but this is where let's see where we get it at right here. This gasket right here, it collapsed right there, and it was throwing a vacuum leak. So when I replaced this, the fuel trims, it brought the fuel trims down, but I do still have a little issue. Once the car we've been running a while, the fuel trims will start getting high. So, but this part here is, see, Nissan doesn't make a replacement gasket for that. So we had to buy another intake manifold, which is kind of goofy because you can take this apart. You can take it out, but you can't, there's no replacement gasket. I checked aftermarket, I checked everywhere. So I had to buy another intake manifold. So, yeah, so this video here, let's see what the fuel trim's looking, how the fuel trim's looking now. Okay, it's still down. So that's the brand new intake manifold right there. And so I'm going to send links to the other videos that kind of led to this situation. Originally starting out as a stuck oil filter and me damaging the oil pan and had to replace the upper oil pan. Then I had to come back and do this because of since the car was running a while. See, the fuel trims, it had high fuel trims because of that vacuum. And also that would have been a very, very hard vacuum leak to find, being in the intake manifold. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. This video might be about, probably about 2 hours long. So now I'm sending links to the other videos that led to this situation. I said it might be a possible part 4. All right, I'm back on a Nissan Sentra, 1.8 liter. I've been doing some testing since I put the car back together, and we got some a few little vacuum leaks. So we're gonna try to this is gonna be a video. Go to pending codes, Nissan. Okay, we still got that code. Well, let's go to fuel trims. Let's see where we at. Okay, that's a little high right there. So I'm gonna put this down, unplug that. I'm gonna turn the car off. All right. Because when I did the intake manifold, well, a lot of people ain't gonna know. I had to take off the intake manifold just to remove the dipstick tube because it was an oil pan job. But when I put this back together, I didn't use I didn't replace the intake manifold gaskets, and plus I just put it on kind of quickly with an air ratchet. So I didn't torque anything down. Plus, you know, the intake manifold gaskets could be a little bit collapsed because you disturbed them. And also, what I'm going to do is I got to remove this because I have an oil leak coming from the intake cam phaser actuator. It's an oil leak. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But here are the here. My name ain't showing. So here, this is what I got. I'm ordering from Amazon. These are the these are the actuators. I'll go right here. They look different. They look the same. Okay, that one's got this one's got a gray tip, and so I wish they had a more label. Well, maybe the plugs are different. So let's see about this one here. So that one came out of that one, and this one got a black. So I think this is exhaust and this is intake. But I double check before I put them on. And then here is here are the intake manifold gaskets. So I'm gonna stop it here, and I think I'm gonna show you where the leaks, how it's leaking down. And so I'm gonna stop it here. Okay, you can see how the oil's been dripping down. This is not dripping down. There we go. It's much. I'm putting silicone. I'm putting silicone here. It's still a little wet. Not really. And I thought it was up there. And the harmonic balancer was wet too. And you can see, I don't know if you can have good, you can see it on, you can see up there, it's kind of wet. Well, that's coming from the the O-ring on the cam phaser actuator failed. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them. I gotta put a jack under here, jack this up, remove that motor mount and replace those. But first I'm gonna do the intake manifold, and then I'm gonna do the motor mount, and then we're gonna test it again and see if that doing those two things to bring the fuel trim down. Because once you start driving the car, that high fuel trim is gonna throw some kind of vacuum code, check engine light code. All right, stop it here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start taking off this intake. Unplug this here. Now this is the off-brand electrical disconnect. I'm finna take off these 4 tops bolts. That's tighten. Okay. see, I think I'm gonna switch over to the. We got in there and take the dipstick out. Get the dipstick out. Swipe him. Kind of set it up here. Cause we gotta go in that way. Let me get a different extension. Do I have it? I thought I was just looking for the extension. There we go. If we gotta go in this way, yeah, we gotta go in that way. Still recording. Okay. So we gotta go in this way to get these here. Okay. Okay. Do that. Over here. Drop it. Take this. Okay, he didn't fall on me. And let's see. One here. Okay. Shorten it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to drop it. Magnet there. I get it on camera. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now we got the more trickier boats are down in here. There's one over there. One over here. I forgot to put in, but that's no big deal. And let's see what we got. We're gonna do this over here. We're gonna start over here. I'm gonna unplug. Plug that. Then there's one over here we need to unplug. Do the angle one. See if the angle will do better. Nah. They need to make one with my angle go the other way. You getting that? Okay. Plug that. Oh shoot. Dang. drop that down in there. Okay. Now I'm finna, I think those, so these bolts up here were 10. I think, are those 13 or 12? It could be 12 because it's a Japanese car. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe those are 10 too. Let's see. Look at 10. Okay, that's 10 too. Okay, I'll get them out. All right, went and got some of these pliers here. I think I bought these off Amazon. I don't know if probably wasn't that much, probably less than $5. Okay. Okay. Now, this should come right on out. What else are we hooked on? Okay. I think it's, oh shoot. Okay. Yeah. I think this is what's holding me up now. Yeah. Okay. On that. Let's see. Hooked up to anything? I had it out before. I mean, that would be. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. All right. Sure that's right. I ordered these from Amazon, but this is what the intake manifold gaskets look like. So I don't know. I gotta see. Might have to end up going to Nissan to get them. All right, stop it here. All right, I gotta put everything up. I'm going straight to Nissan to get the part. I don't want to mess around with AutoZone or any of them places. These gaskets look like they're only about $50. So probably not much difference in the price between auto parts store and the actual Nissan place. So I don't want to mess around. Just go there and know I'm getting the right thing. So, all right. Okay, we're at my local Nissan dealer. Right now I'm at the Nissan dealer, and he's saying he's not sure if this big one here can be separated. You got the little tab here. You can see right there. It's kind of collapsed up in there. So that could be giving me my vacuum leak. So I think that's the one that's giving me my problem. So I'm hoping I don't have to buy
All right.
All right, more interesting news for the Nissan 1.8 liter. Apparently, this piece here is not supposed to get separated from this piece here. Even though they have bolts and stuff where you can take it apart, it's not supposed to be separated. And that's what I was told when I was at the Nissan dealer the other day. So now, since I disturbed it, this lower gasket right here, you can see this lower gasket has collapsed and is causing a vacuum leak. And Nissan doesn't sell a replacement gas. This gasket is not replaceable, even though it's removable. It's removable. I can take it out if I wanted to, but they don't sell a replacement gasket. And for as I looked on the internet, and I don't see any replacement gasket. Now this lower gasket can be replaced because this is the gasket here. So now I'm in a situation where I can use silicone, or I can just replace the whole intake manifold gasket, all because intake manifold, all because they do not sell a replacement gasket. So there's just more stuff, goofy stuff Nissan's doing. All right, all right. This is the intake, a Nissan 1.8 liter intake manifold unboxing. Replace the entire intake manifold because they don't make this gasket anymore. And we thought about doing silicone, but you want to do that and it still leaks, because this gasket from Nissan is $50. Online it's $20, and you don't want to waste that money. So we're put in a position where we have to buy a new one. So yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to stop it here. So yeah, this just because they don't make a replacement gasket for this part, had to buy a whole new intake manifold. All right, stop it here. All right, I'm getting ready to remove the rest of the intake manifold. So I'm just taking out some of these vacuum lines here. So you can, okay, got that one there. Looks like we got one over here. We got like one right here. Got the game off. Let's see what else we got. Stop it here. All right, getting ready to move the hose from the throttle body. I thought that was 10. 8. And one here. We got one. Yeah. Okay, one down here. I should just okay, just take that one off. We got this one here. Gotta get these down here. Let's see. That's wrong. Let's try this first here. Let's see. That there. Let's see, we got one here. I'm gonna get to him. All right, we got another one. So we got a little. stop it here. All right, I'm getting ready to move the PCV valve. I got it from Advanced Auto. You can see all this oil down in here, so go ahead and remove it. Okay, that right there. This is it's actually 23 millimeter. Okay, so hopefully when you go to remove it, you have a 23 millimeter socket. Now that one's too deep. Let me stop it here. All right, I had to go get a different setup. These right here from Harbor Freight, and I got this here. Snap on. Let's see what we got to do. It's the FXRR 704. Okay. Yep, the only person showing these being used in a real job. Okay, there we go. Guess he's clogged up. Get the other one out. Make sure you have your 23 millimeter ready. All right, there you go. Okay, Dokie, I was happy. Because I went online and got this newer one for a little bit of a cheaper price, but there are some differences between the two. Like these actuators down here at the bottom intake part, them actuator motors. Well, this one don't have it. So I got to contact the seller and see is this a redesign, or do we got to send it back and get a refund and do all that other stuff. Well, yeah, it's just these cars are just getting trickier and trickier. So we got actuators down here that open and close these, but we don't have it on this. So let me see how this goes. Overall, they look the same. If you compare them to each other, they look the same. So everything else will work together except for this bottom part here, because we know we got some we got these things here that connects to those actuator motors. So all right. Apparently the information was put into the eBay's system wrong, because you can see we got an actuator motor here, but we don't have an actuator motor there. And still here on the same side, actuator motor here, nothing there, because we got these little, because they open and close depending on what the car is doing. So I can't use that brand new one, because the little plugs they plug in there, they won't be plugged in, and it's gonna throw some kind of code. But the guy, he was when I called him up, it's a Nissan dealer in Minnesota. So good thing I was able to call him up and talk to him, and so I got my return label, and I'm going to send it back. And sometimes things happen just out of people's control. Somehow or another they put the information in eBay's database wrong, and because when I went to eBay, it said that this will work for my car, or the car I'm working on. It said it'll work. Out here, it's 90% correct except for this part here. So there you go. Mistakes happen. All right, finally got in another intake manifold. This is an unboxing. Now this one here, a lot of them bags though. I can use those bags. All right. We got this one for $200. It's brand new because that's broken, but that's okay. I can just take the one off here. Now the reason why we have to do this is because, let me show you. It's because, Nissan don't make a replacement gasket for this. Even though you can take it apart, they don't make that. So we had a vacuum leak there. So this part is $700, brand new from Nissan. So I guess it was damaged during shipping. So all I gotta do is replace this little actuator motor here. Take one off here and put it on there. And, brand new for $200. So we saved 500 bucks. All right, I'm getting ready to change the actuator motor. This is brand new, but I got it for $200 because at the dealer it's about $740 fee. Okay, take that one out. Okay, that's there. I don't know if it has to be timed or not, but okay, look at the clothes. Okay. Okay. Take that. And just put it here. And reverse. There we go. Yeah, see, that one was broke. That's how we got that. We saved $540 just because that was broke. All right. All right, I'm going to install the brand new intake manifold here. Magnet sockets here to put the bolts in. Get me? Okay. Stop it right here. All right. Had to get it lined up. There you go. Getting that. Okay. the middle. Get 2 on the side here, so it's a total of 5. Yeah, get you some of them cheap magnet socket adapters, X driver bits from Harbor Freight. Yeah, well, they'll pay for themselves. Take it off the swivel. Wiggle it off. All right, there you go. All right, I'm gonna run them in with the impact driver. Did you get that? Yeah. Okay, stop it here. All right, I'm gonna hook up, see, this one here goes to the alternator. And this one here goes to the one of the actuator plugs, intake actuator. It controls the fins inside the, I'll show you in a second on the other one. So I think this one goes here, and there's another one down here. Getting that other one down here. Okay. I'll show you on this one here. That's what those, they plug into these and they control the little fins. That's what they do. All right, stop it here. All right, I'm gonna use the old Harbor Freight to truck these down 90 inch-pounds. It's got 3 at the bottom. I use this really long extension here. So I'm getting that. And so you got 3 at the bottom, and you got come through here. You got 2 in here. I'm just torquing them to 90 because normally when you do intake manifold and valve cover gaskets, they're between 80 and 95. So okay, so you got 3 at the bottom and 2 up the top. 2 up top. All right, I'm gonna stop it here. You got 1 at the bottom, or 2 at the bottom. You got 1 over here. Let me just now we're finna shoot, I can get it. Here. Here. All right. Go ahead and use the old torque wrench. I'm tightening them down to 90 inch-pounds. Okay. Here. Go. Okay, stop here. Okay, now fin to tighten up the intake from throttle body to there like that. Okay. All right, got the new I got the new intake manifold installed. Now I'm hooking up the plugs and the vacuum lines. Here goes to the alternator plug. And there's another, see, those are the motors right here that control these fins. And now also I'm going to go ahead and hook up the vacuum line too. Vacuum line here. And get the little clip. I don't know what I dropped. And then we got one down here. Hook up. All right, there you go. All right, I'm getting ready to take the motor mount off because I got to do the cam actuators solenoid. So it's 16 millimeter. And also I got the I got a jack under the engine too. So okay. there. All right, gotta get these actuator plugs out. These make it a lot easier. These loud 60-degree. Stop it here. All right, getting ready to change the actuator plug. Actuator. All right, getting ready to remove the bolt for the cam phase actuator, oil actuator. Okay. Hope I don't drop it. Okay, it's on the ground. Now we're finna get this in here. A little tricky to get to. There you go. Oil's leaking. This one, the intake's leaking oil. Stop it here. All right. Okay. Get him. Okay. Drop the other one on the ground. Let's see, can we wiggle these out? The exhaust, and this one here this is the one that's leaking. Leaking oil. You see it. All right, stop it here. Okay, it looks like the ones I ordered offline are the wrong ones, even though it said it'll work for the car. This is cam actuators, actuator solenoid. All right. Okay, I'm getting ready to replace the O-ring on the variable timing oil solenoid. Now this one was the intake. This one is exhaust. Now they're identical. Now these are about $370 a piece, but this O-ring was leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pop that off. On camera. Okay. Yeah, put that right there because I'm gonna mark that. On camera. Okay. Again, this is the part number. These are $11 a piece, so these are $11 a piece. Come on, get out of there. Okay. Now I'm gonna get this one here. Even though it wasn't leaking, I'm gonna go ahead and change it out anyway. With the cutters. Yeah. There you go. All right, get ready to install a variable timing solenoid with the new O-rings on her. Now this one was this. I'm putting them back in the original spot. I put a mark on this one. Okay, that's there, and this one is here. Let me see how I'm gonna do this one. Don't drop it. Oh, wrong end. There you go. Okay. Hope that click means good news. Because if not, I mean, this little cover plate is bad. I already had a lot of twists and turns on this job here. I don't think I'll be able to get in there. No, I can't get in there. I'll stop it here. All right, let me see. Can I get the old bolt started in there? There we go. Got it started. Okay, got that one started. Had to go and jack the motor up a little bit. Gotta get this one. We're gonna get him. That one's a little easier. Okay, now in there. Coming in from this way. There we go. Let's fill the trial for a minute. There we go. Yeah, go out and get you some of these cheap Harbor Freight magnetic sockets. All right, I'm gonna stop it here. All right, gonna tighten up the bolts. Okay, now I'll get this one here. The thing about this is you can do this. That. Let's see a ratchet. On the boat, okay. Okay. Now, I'm gonna plug it in. Hopefully this one, hopefully I won't have to replace this cover here because this one was leaking. We're gonna find out in a few minutes. All right, stop it here. Here's the moment of truth. Gonna start her up. See what we got. All right, up. Now let's see if we still got the vacuum leak. Okay, got all these codes because we had it apart. So let's go check the fuel trims. Okay, fuel trims are looking good. Let's watch them for a little bit. Okay, we're gonna let this run for a little bit and see what happens. Okay, let's stop it here. All right, I fixed the the oil leak that was right here. It was coming from the it was this cam actuator, variable timing solenoid. It had a bad O-ring. So I replaced that. I've been having the car run for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, and no more leaks. So that's been taken care of. And this one was okay, but I went ahead and replaced it anyway because I was a little worried that this because we didn't replace this. This is brand new, but this small plate is not brand new. So I was a little worried that might be bad, and might have to replace that. So now I'm going to put the motor mount back on there, and I'll be back. Alrighty. This is the ground cable. Take that off and put it over here.